once again, I can't see myself on the camera, so if I'm not in focus, that's why. So today I wanted to go on a little garden tour because I feel like we're at a really cool stage now. It's like November 13th or something. And we're at this stage where it's like we're starting to put seedlings in the ground and like we can start planning for a garden for the winter because this is like the growing season coming up. Yeah, so like things are kind of young, but they're still exciting. So first I want to start by showing you the seedlings that we have growing that are getting ready to go outside. Okay, cool, I was filming. So we have these two flats. There's another one down there that I'm gonna put seeds in. When these plants, I'm sorry I'm flipping you off. When these plants are ready to go outside, so I'll just give you a quick little tour. This is how I keep track of them. I have a grid, even though I move things around. So, where shall I put this? I have no idea what these are. I know they're some kind of flower, but that's about the extent. They can handle that, don't worry. So these are all mini pumpkins. Pumpkins like to be grown outside, but this is a mini pumpkin and it has a really bad sprout rate. So I decided to start them all inside and just baby them a little bit, and it's working because they're at least 75% sprout rate. So we have some different varieties of peppers. At least one of these peppers was a free variety I got. You can see that this one is like a bigger species than this one. These are all black pearl, which are really cool. They're actually all the same kind of pepper, but you can see that this one has a lot of that dark pigmentation as a seedling, which is really cool. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but some of them have darker stems than others, but they're all the same kind of pepper. And when they grow up and they get exposed to the natural light outside, they're all going to have dark leaves like this. They're really beautiful plants, and we did have some. But we have so many pests here in Florida. We have cutworms, and the cutworms ate all of them because they love peppers. So these are agastache, which is a perennial flower. It's going to take a long time to grow. These are petunias. These are the same thing that's in that, the mystery flower. I could easily find out what it is, but I have no idea right now. These are strawberries. Strawberries are kind of hard to grow from seed. We got these two. This is a sneaky chamomile, of which we have another one right here. These are all lavender. These are ground cherries. They're a fruit. It kind of grows like strawberries. These are black-eyed Susan, so they're flower vines. Here's where the camelos are supposed to be. And yeah, we have more of the mini pumpkins. And down here, this is really exciting. So these two flats, except for this cube right here, these are all rose seeds that I harvested and stratified. Stratifying means you put it in the fridge, in this case for 6 weeks. Some seeds you can put it in for like a few weeks, and some of them you can put in for like months. And the expected sprout rate for rose seeds is something like 20%. But as you can see, we have 5, 10, 15, 16 out of 24 growing. I might have counted that wrong. But that is a really good sprout rate. That is like 75%. That's really cool. These are celery plants, hollyhocks, Johnny jump ups. These are pansies. These are tomatillo. They're like tomatoes, and cauliflower. We have a few that were put outside that I'll show you. I don't know what those are. I am phasing out of using these containers because it's just too hard to separate themselves from each other. These are two seedlings, rose seedlings from my first seed harvest. And you can see they're doing very well. We're going to have a lot of little rose plants. These, I'm pretty sure, are all pansies. This is a passion fruit. This one is dying. I'm phasing these cups out because they don't work very well. And these are all marigold seedlings. They're doing super healthy. They're really pretty. Okay, so that's the whole setup. We got some tools down there. maybe have a light there too in the future. And then all the supplements, because I actually mix up the fertilizers myself, because plants all require different kinds of fertilizers. You can see here, so I have like all my little mixes that I made myself. It took me like an hour to do the math on this, if you're familiar with mixing fertilizer. And yeah, this is all the little plant stuff when we go outside. Little rocks that I painted. And these are onion sets. We need to plant those. Oh. Sorry for this crazy camera work. Let's go outside. It's actually been raining a lot today. It hadn't rained for more than a week. These are all our porch plants. Nothing too exciting, just different ornamentals. Oh, that plant's dead. A lemon tree. That's a pepperoncini plant. And a little overview of the yard. My umbrella. This is my mini nursery outside. These are all columbines. They're perennials. Those took me about 3 months to grow. A really long time. This is a baby's breath. They're also not too easy to grow. These beds are all decorative plants. We've got some bulbs, Mexican petunias. The purple flowers are very common here. All these seedlings are wildflowers. Just take a little overview. More flowers. The big flowers at the back are zinnias, and then of course we have sweet alyssum that I grew from seed. But they're doing very well. These are all peppers. There's a pumpkin down there. This is kind of a mashup bed. You've got, these are all peas. We need to make some sort of trellis for them. I think this is a random watermelon, because Jet doesn't like to throw out seedlings he finds. So he just plants them in a random bed. These are snapdragons, and those are herbs at the end of the bed. Lemon balm and oregano. This is the first compost pile, which is, it's done having material added to it. It just is working on becoming soil, and I actually took a lot of soil from it already. So it's really cool. It worked out really well. And this is the second compost pile that we're still adding stuff to. And this is a dead plumeria. Alright. This bed has beans. There's a tomato. I put a sweet alyssum in almost every bed, just because they're pretty and they add a little extra something. Oh, and this plant right here, well, this set of plants, is my absolute favorite. If you could see right there, see that hanging? That is a loofah. These are loofah plants. They're really awesome. And we have a ton of loofahs on this plant, and they grow massively every single day. Like, just look at that. That's so cool. Let's see if we can find another one. Well, there's a little baby one. Yeah, there's one right there. Really neat. I also put pumpkins in all these, but we had some pretty major pest problems recently. I might do a video on that one on its own. There's a jalapeno with one jalapeno. And then the other day I put little seedlings out. Me and Jet did. That's a little pepper. This is the tomato bed. We have morning glories on almost all of these poles. And this bed is really empty. It has a couple of tomato seedlings. This is really cool. This is my flax bed. So this actually, ideally, is gonna be full of a fiber that we can harvest from the plants. It also makes a really pretty flower. And if you are so inclined, you can also eat the seeds. Those are tomato seedlings that were just planted. They're lying down, but that's okay. They should right themselves. And these are garbanzo seedlings. These are all radishes. In the middle, I did have zucchinis, but the pest problem that I mentioned before is pretty extreme. I'm just gonna make my way. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm gonna go around. Okay. These are apple gourds. I think there's, bottle gourds. And some cucumbers. Cucumbers were also feasted upon by the pests. There's also radishes in this bed too. So these cucumbers are not doing very well. Like, we'll see how that goes. And here's a milkweed, which is completely bare. It's just, there's nothing. Nothing. The butterflies destroyed it. Here's my yoga swing frame. And we're working on building beds over there. And this is the newest addition to this garden. This is actually a project that mostly belongs to Jet. And it is a pumpkin patch. It's really cool. We got this gigantic piece of plastic at Home Depot and made all these little slits in it. And he planted pumpkin seeds because he carved a pumpkin this year. And he harvested like all the seeds, and as you can see, there are lots of seedlings. Oh my god, it's raining like crazy. The water is accumulating a lot here, so I might put like little dashes in it or something. This is what the garden looks like from here. It's always a work in progress, but it's getting really awesome. Okay. So that's it. This is not a good angle. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe. I mean, you probably should subscribe because you're my family. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.